My micromanager boss publicly accused me of corporate espionage and called security to escort me out, all because she found an old flash drive on my desk containing a document typed in a font she absolutely hated. My boss called a mandatory company-wide meeting just to declare that I was a pathological liar, all because my legal birth certificate used a font she claimed looked completely fake. I worked as a junior financial analyst at a high-end investment firm. My regional manager, Brenda, was notoriously obsessed with aesthetics. Everything in our office had to be perfect, minimalist, and modern. I kept my head down, did my job, and recently qualified for a massive performance-based promotion that would double my salary. To finalize the corporate promotion paperwork, the HR department required an original physical copy of my birth certificate. I brought it in the next morning. An hour later, Brenda stormed into the bullpen, her face twisted in absolute disgust. She held my document by the edge as if it were toxic. "You're done here," she said coldly, her voice echoing across the silent office. "I am rejecting your promotion and terminating your contract for document forgery." I felt the blood completely drain from my face. "What? Brenda, that's a state-issued document." "Don't lie to me," she snapped, slamming it onto my desk. "The county clerk's office would never use Comic Sans for a legal seal. It's completely unprofessional. You clearly printed this in your kitchen to hide a criminal record." I stared at the paper. It wasn't actually Comic Sans. It was just a slightly rounded vintage typeface from a small-town registry office in the late 90s. I tried explaining this. I offered to call the government clerk right then and there, but she refused to listen. She claimed her intuition was flawless and ordered security to seize my company laptop. I was humiliated. I packed my desk in a cardboard box while my colleagues stared at me in pity and shock. But as I was leaving the building, my phone buzzed. It was the director of compliance from our global headquarters. "Is this Maya?" he asked, his voice deadpan. "We just reviewed Brenda's termination report for you. We also took the liberty of running a digital validation scan on your submission." That's when I discovered the real truth. Brenda hadn't actually misidentified a font. She had deliberately looked for any absurd excuse to halt my promotion because her own nephew was next in line for the position. She thought an official-looking accusation would make me run away quietly in embarrassment, but her plan completely backfired. The compliance team didn't just verify my document. They audited Brenda's entire hiring pipeline for nepotism and found months of buried complaints. This morning, I walked right back into that top-floor office.